The Sam Bankman-Fried circus continues, and what comes out of his mouth is absolutely ridiculousness. Unfortunately, everybody, it's going to be the Sam Bankman-Fried again. This video is all about him and some of the outrageous things he continues to say as he is supposed to testify this week in front of Maxine Waters and Tom Emmers about what happened to FTX, but God knows if that's actually going to happen, or just going to continue to say that he doesn't have the numbers in front of him and the world's against him. But before we jump into those articles, guys, welcome to OG Crypto and NFTs. My name is Troy, and every day we go over, you got it, Sam Bankman-Fried, digital assets. And today we won't even go over anything with NFTs because it's just so outrageous what we've dealt with all weekend. I know Twitter dropped 3 Twitter files over the weekend. Some of the most outrageous things that happened. That was the first right amendments that Twitter definitely, made sure that nobody heard about. So those are all going on with Twitter. I'm just noticing that this is becoming the people's platform where if you want real news, this is where you go. So we'll jump right into the platform on Twitter. And this happened yesterday, Twitter Spaces. It was SBF with Unusual Whales. He's one of the, one of the top interviewers out there. And they got with Sam Bankman-Fried and they asked him several key questions that were just kind of ridiculous. First of all, they asked him if he was going to be at the meeting in person, and he said no, he wasn't going to be. And then he was asked why was he scared that if he stepped on US soil, would he be arrested? And he said he hadn't really thought about it. Come on, man, you haven't really thought about it? And then he also said in the same breath that he was kind of more scared of the paparazzis. Are you shitting me? The paparazzis. He must have paid, I don't know how many people off to get to this point, but it's ridiculous. He also said that he had taken in customer funds that were allocated towards Bitcoin, but he never actually purchased the Bitcoin because he didn't like Bitcoin because it was too decentralized and it couldn't be controlled. Wow. What else do you need from this guy to arrest him? What is the Treasury, what's going on with the FBI? What's going on with all these people? It doesn't make any sense. So, but let's say he meets with the House of Representatives and the banking committee, but let's go see what the senators say because they want to meet with them as well. Next, Twitter. Breaking news, Eleanor Terrett says Senator Sherrod Brown, which is a Democrat out of Ohio and chairman of the Senate Committee for Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, and U.S. Senator Pat Toomey, ranking member of the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs, released the following statement regarding the committee's request that Sam Bankman-Fried testify on FTX collapse this week or on December 20th. Now, it's not unusual that both houses want to hear from him because they want to get down to the nitty-gritty. They want to pull out the most important information. But what do you think Sam Bankman-Fried and his lawyers said? Nope, we aren't going to do it. We're not going to meet with you. So now it's becoming, and they said they're unwilling to accept service of a subpoena. So think about this. The boy wonder, the media lover, New York Times, Washington Post, all the garbage toilet paper that's out there, CNBC, same thing, that love this guy to death. He's just giving the middle finger to the government. He's paid off a lot of politicians through campaign contributions. He just got caught for paying off other media outsources to say all this positive things about FTX. And he talked to the BBC on Sunday and he told them that he was able to get billions of more dollars from people after he went bankrupt. They're outside investors, not investors that already had invested in him, but outside investors were willing to give him billions of more dollars. What ridiculousness, though. Obviously, he's not going to give up who was willing to give out that kind of money or who was that stupid to follow stupid money following stupider money. But I digress. He doesn't want to be in front of the Senate Banking Committee. What's new? This guy, I can't wait until January when they really go after him and they look for extraditing this guy out of Jamaica in the United States. I think that there's a growing pain point here with the people of the United States and the government, where they're just tired of it. They've already hit enough. They thought it would go away. Thank you, Twitter. Thank you, Elon Musk. You've kept this out in front of it. They won't let these toilet outlets, media outlets, kind of just whisk it under the rug. Next. New FTX CEO tells Congress about bankrupt crypto's firm spending binge loans to investors. Well, guys, have you ever been to Margaritaville? You've been to Jimmy Buffett's buffet out there, his little restaurant? Well, he has one in the Bahamas. And yes, Sam Bankman-Fried and his buddies went there, had a huge party, stiffed him for $55,000. That's just the beginning of the amount of money that they just stole from customers. Let's go over. This is why I don't understand, because the bankruptcy happened here in the United States, how they can't figure this out. This is the key points that came up. It says FTX, the new CEO that took over, John J. Ray III, plans to tell Congress Financial Service Committee on Tuesday that the cryptocurrency exchange under Sam Bankman-Fried had unacceptable management practices. Ray said in his remarks that FTX went on a spending binge from late 2021. Didn't you meet with Gensler in late 2021 and in 2022? Yes, you did. Through 2022, when approximately $5 billion was spent buying a myriad of businesses and investments, many of which would be worth only a fraction of what was paid for them. Ridiculous. All he did was just steal people's money and just make other investments. And he did this frivolously, and he did it as a puppet to probably maybe his parents, maybe higher ups. There's Justin Sun that's being called out. Also, Mr. Wonderful's being called out. He's gotten a little harsher recently. He's still kind of off his statement about, hiring him. I told him, if you think that Sam Bankman-Fried's good, then dump your CFO and put and insert Sam Bankman-Fried. He's available, I think. What do you think, Emmy? Is Sam Bankman-Fried available for hire?
Absolutely.
Fucking A. Third point, he also said loans and other payments were made to insiders of an excess of $1 billion. So let me give all my buddies, let's just loan them all the money that we have sitting in here. This is what happened there. It is contagion. It is a complete mess. This guy needs to be in jail. I can't wait to see what Carolyn Ellison's doing. There's a lot of rumors swirling around her. She was caught last week. A week ago in New York City, there's rumors out there that she has hired one of the bigger lawyers, and that since he has been singing the blues, saying he knows nothing about the money that went to Alameda, and kind of pointing that way and saying there's only 4 people, I think she might be willing to cut a deal. We don't know right now, but I think that's going to be on her short list. Her telling the world that, him and Gary Wong and Friedberg and all the boys over there that partied their asses off Sam Bachman, and took money and partied and didn't care about customer funds. I think she's willing to cut a deal so she spends the least amount of time in jail, if any, while they're going to be searched throughout the world to find those guys and bring their ass in to figure it out. Next, wow, let's just keep going here. The dirty get dirtier, and we've said it over and over. Gary Gensler is one of those dirty politicians, going all the way back to MIT with all the connections to Sam Bankman-Fried's father. Sam Bankman-Fried went to MIT. Gary Gensler was a member of MIT. He was a teacher at MIT. Wow, he was campaign financier, financial director with Hilary Clinton. He's all caught up in all the George Soros crap. Well, guess what? Gary Gensler has 2 calendars. Are you saying that Gary Gensler's dirty? Hey, producer Emmy, what's your favorite politician?
Eggboy?
Eggboy! Gary Gensler. Well, it looks like Gary Gensler had 2 calendars. The public one, an SEC spokesman admits, is only updated from time to time. Leaves off meetings with key Democrats, George Soros and Hillary Clinton. who and what else. Guys, this is going to be a bloodbath. I pray the Republicans drag his dumbass up to the hill and they grill him. I have a feeling that if this continues to get out and further puts himself under testimony, under oath, he will step down. And that's exactly what I'm thinking is going to happen. He will step down because now he'll be under oath and we're going to find out what reality is. I hope and I pray, which I doubt ever happens, Maxine Waters rolls out of bed and does the right thing instead of has her hand out for campaign contributions and hides this guy under a rock while she protects him like she's done for the last 2 years. She won't be able to do it anymore, but I hope she flips on this guy and gets him. But I digress. She's Maxine Waters. All right, last but not least, we're gonna switch gears here, and out of the blue, over the weekend, we had Charles Hodgson. He is the top head honcho at Cardano. He mentioned a couple things that are very interesting. One was that the Ripple case with the SEC was going to possibly settle on the 15th of December. He said it. If you watch it, he said it really straight faced. He didn't hesitate. He didn't look around. He looked like he was telling the truth. He had some inside information. And he said it was going to be catastrophic for crypto. Well, we know it would be catastrophic because if Ripple settles and XRP is currently not a security under law right now, it will be the only one a government or judicial committee will have come up with, a part of the government, saying that what is the first cryptocurrency that is not a security. So now panic is going through a lot of the United States over this because they realize that instead of what they should have done was get ahead of crypto. Jay Clayton had 2 years ago, he had a chance. Gary Gensler just refused to even do it. It's now panic in the disco. This is January Walker. She wants to probably be a 2024 candidate for Utah. And this is what she says. She's in a blockchain. She says, if Ripple settles, it will be a loss for the whole world in Web3. Guys, if you're XRP fan, you're just done with those Bitcoin maxis, with Jim Cramer saying it's a scam, with Rand Neuter saying it's a scam. No, guys, let them fight it all out. Ripple, I hope you get your settlement, and I hope you stick it to everybody else out there, because everybody else doesn't give a shit about you. For the last 2 years, they only care at the end when their outcome, when their livelihood is going to be affected by the outcome. Guys, thank you very much for joining me today. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I know this is going to be a crazy, crazy week. We're going to find out what Sam Bankman-Fried says in the next 24 to 48 hours. I don't think he's going to say anything. I think he's going to say, I don't know. And then you're going to see Ray the Ripper up there, and he's the new CEO. He's going to say, Sam partied his ass off, burned all the money that he received from depositors and investors, and he doesn't have any regrets except for, give me more money. Show me the money. Guys, you take care, and I will see you tomorrow. And I promise we will bring on our very favorite NFT hostess, Emmy. Take care.